since September the 2nd all the way up to the 11th when I went home. Like, this is what I've been doing for the past couple of months, like 2.5 months. This has been my pay. Now you're gonna see some 2s in there. That's me going home ever since I moved to Florida. I moved to Florida, was it last March or April? I want to say last March or April I moved to Florida. Like, I've been able to go home like every week, twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week I end up home. So at least spending the night getting up and going up to get my load. So that's why I've been making nearly as much as I was making before, but that's only out of choice because I'm choosing to spend more time at home with my family. And you know what I mean, I got an 8-year-old son, so he needs me. Well, he's about to turn 8 in 2 weeks, so he needs me to be home more. So yeah, but I still grossed over, I grossed almost 200,000 this year. Just off this black truck has grossed, yeah, almost 200,000 this year. Like, what you see here is not my gross numbers. These are actual paychecks. Anybody who knows Martin knows that these are your actual paychecks. I think I even got a 2,000 something up here. That's my last paycheck because I was home for Thanksgiving. And now I'm about to get paid. Pay goes in on Tuesday for the pay I'm about to get. So you see a $5,200 something one in there. Like, I went crazy that week. So I chilled out for like 2 weeks. Like, I only took like 3 or 4 loads for like the next 2 weeks. Then I picked it back up. You know what I mean? Then I got into a squabble with my DM about loads, and so I said, fuck you, I'm just gonna stay home type of deal. But my DM's been alright. He's on the low end of the totem pole with Martin, so he doesn't really have any pull. But I get those type of DMs because I don't go certain places. I don't take my truck up in the mountains. I don't do all that mountain climbing, J-braking. All that shit tears your truck up. This is my truck, paid for, cash. I don't do that. I don't do that. So this is my truck. The way to keep your truck running, keep your truck on the road. That's what they got company trucks for. You let company trucks do all the mountain climbing, the J-braking, all that nonsense. You let them do that. I'm not doing that shit. So every once in a while, I might take something through Tennessee, Chattanooga, but mostly I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. I'll just run back and forth. And see this 5,000 you see on here, the 46, 45, 31, the 32, the 39, 35, all that came from just running from Florida to Georgia. Georgia to the Carolinas. Carolina, the egg load back down to Florida. Florida, back up to the Carolinas. That's plenty of miles. Just because you run across country doesn't mean you're gonna make more money. Only thing that matters is how many miles you get, how many days it takes you to get those miles. You should be getting 500 miles a day. If you're not averaging 500 miles a day, you're not making any money. Company driver or owner operator, it doesn't matter. So I get my 500 or 450 miles by going from Florida all the way up to the Georgia, back down to Florida. I get 600 and something, 700 and something when I go drop up in North Carolina from Florida, out of Auburndale or Leesburg. Then I come back down to Florida. I do that 3 or 4 times. That's 6 loads, 5 to 6 loads. That's $4,000 something. Cash, money in my pocket, not gross. That's what I take home. So I run as hard as I need to run. Sometimes I need to run hard, sometimes I don't. Like this week coming up is gonna be a hard running for me. I'm gonna run hard all the way up to Tuesday. It'll probably be a $4,000 and something check. I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Truck running, I ain't gotta be out here talking to brokers about freight. Like, a lot of these guys that are independent contractors, independent owner operators, like, these guys are getting ready to start coming to Martin, Swift, other places that got contract freight. Because that $1 something a mile is not going to add up with trailer payments, truck payments, insurance, paying for your own fuel. These brokers are not playing right now, bro. So I wouldn't dare be caught up naked out there. I need a check. I need a check every week. And I'm not talking about, I'm not putting down no company drivers, but I'm not down with that $1,000, $1,400 week shit. That don't pay my bills. It don't pay my bills, bro. Like I live a very nice life. I live in a very nice neighborhood. I drive very nice cars. I live a very comfortable life, and I want to keep it that way. I want to keep my wife happy. I want to keep my kids happy, spoiled the way they're supposed to be. So y'all keep not taking any chances, not jumping out there, not trying to buy your own truck. Bro, you don't understand what you're losing out on. You don't know. But one day you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out that $1,000 a week isn't enough. One day you'll figure it out that all that time away from your family just to come home with a $1,300 or $1,400 check, is that really doing what you really needed to do? Or is it because you're young and you don't know any better? And if you're my age, you're in your 40s, you should know better. You know that's not enough money. But this is TBE. I just came to holler at y'all, man. It's a Martin payday video. And I'm just showing you what I made, even all the way down to where I didn't make anything. Look at that. 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 Boy, that ain't number me going home right there. That's home. Me being home. Come out, make 42, 40, 47, 41. Then going home, I don't make shit. Look at this. Whenever you see something like that in the 700 and something, 900 and something, that means I went home, bro. My black ass was home. And then I would get out there and I would run. You see me, whenever I make 4 or something, you'll see me hardly not make anything after that. But yeah, but I run. As long as my truck is running, I'm not spending a ton of money on maintenance. Like the biggest maintenance bill I had was get my DEF system fixed. You know what I mean? And that was it. That's the biggest maintenance cost I've had so far. So let's came to holler at you. Some Martin Payday video, man. It's TBE. I'm out.